sabe o que é uma mulher, Luan?
Não.
A Niva é uma mulher?
É uma mulher, sim, uma mulher belíssima.
Será? Eu tenho dúvidas, muitas pessoas hoje em dia têm dúvidas do que é uma mulher. E aí o Matt Walsh ele resolveu ir a fundo dessa questão e descobrir o que é ser uma mulher em 2022. Então a gente vai ter aulas aqui, vamos anotar para descobrir o que é ser uma mulher. O que é uma mulher hoje?
I've heard people say that there are no differences between male and female.
Coloca a legenda em inglês, não
Those
tem.
people are idiots. I'm a husband. I'm a father of 4. I host a talk show. I give speeches.
Nós, igual nós.
Pai de 4.
Igual nós.
I like to make sense of things. But making sense of females is a whole other matter.
Que não faz sentido, não é lógico,
Stephen
mulher.
Hawking, who could
Olha Stephen Hawking.
was completely dumbfounded by it.
Women, they are a complete mystery.
Nem o Stephen tancou, ele ficou parapético por causa disso.
How do we help our kids make
Salve,
sense
Bliff,
of this when
beleza?
they're bombarded with conflicting messages about gender and identity? Forget trying to figure out women.
Apenas
The real
penetra.
question is,
Oi?
what is a woman?
Lá vem. Eu sinto que será 20 matérias hoje. Vamos lá.
But what is true? Can my boys really become girls?
Eita, já vi que tá
Do I
bem,
have 4
Dedinho.
daughters? Is there a son trapped in my daughter's body? If so, how do I get him out? Are any of my kids who they claim to be? Who are these people?
Salve,
Who am I?
Slaymaster, beleza? Cola nós.
I better see a therapist.
In the state of Tennessee, I'm a licensed marital and family
Olha o
therapist,
naipe da
which
terapeuta,
basically
chat.
means I've been trained
Olha o
up.
naipe da terapeuta.
Family systems, how we were raised up, how that shapes who we are today.
So on your website, if you'll bear with me,
Sure.
quoting, you say, I use a combination of approaches in my therapeutic work,
Olha que
including
vagabundo.
anti-oppression, feminist, and narrative
Pelo
frameworks.
amor de
I rely
Deus.
deeply on systems theory and understanding that
Ó,
individuals
a Frida
are
Kahlo atrás,
products of and in
vagabunda.
dialogue
Puta
with our
vagabunda. Nossa, vou
surroundings,
xingar
including our
muito.
families,
Eu
broader
já vi.
culture, workplaces, nature,
Vagabunda.
and political
Puta
climates.
piranha.
What does that mean?
Olha
I'm
o
definitely
tom
informed by like
condensante da piranha.
feminist, family therapy.
Tá
We
com o
are
cabelo do
what we
Neymar
do
no
based
Santos aí,
on
ô.
how we've
Puta,
been
quer ser
gendered.
homem?
What do you mean by assigned female?
Boa.
Assigned
Quem decide?
female.
Yeah, so most times people when they're born, they're assigned a gender.
By the
Pelos
The
médicos.
doctor.
Eles
Yeah.
olham o pênis
what
ou
do
a
they
vagina. Tá.
base that assignment on?
So basically, it's based on genitalia. So people looking at genitalia and deciding, okay, this is a
Peraí.
girl or a boy.
Galera, ainda
and
sou
we know
homem.
now that
Ainda
that
sou
sex.
homem.
Some women have penises, right? Some men have vaginas.
piranha. Claro.
That's not how gender works.
How do we know that that's not true? Where did we learn that from?
Yeah, well, I learned that hearing from transgender people who said, like,
lógico.
oh, I'm a
Eu quero
trans
saber
woman.
o que é certo e
Just
errado
because
de
I happen to have
travesti.
it
São bons de
mean that
cabeça.
this is,
São
like,
bons de
who I
cabeça. Vou
am
explicar o que é o
as a
certo e o errado.
person.
O que
What is a
O que
woman?
define?
Mm,
O que define? Olha lá.
Yeah.
Olha que
great
nossa,
question.
que piranha,
I'm not a
que
woman, so
piranha.
I can't really answer that.
O Iago tá falando que não é uma mulher. Por mais que ela tente parecer um topetudo padrão, você tem peito, você tem buceta, você é uma mulher. E você tá tirando a resposta. Eu não posso responder porque eu não sou mulher. Ah, mano.
I thought therapy would make me less confused. What is a woman?
Você tem noção que ele chegou em 5 mulheres na rua, 5 mulheres, e perguntou o que é uma mulher e nenhuma soube responder.
Nenhuma soube responder.
O que está acontecendo?
Menos de
Isso mundo lá
falar.
fora.
Ter buceta, gerar filhos. Acabou.
Peitão,
Peitão,
rabetão,
rabetão,
uterão.
piercing no nariz de búfalo.
bucetão.
Quebrei
É
no
isso.
carro, não gastei R$1.
A woman is someone that likes to be pretty and
Olha o naipe da retardada.
as a delicate
É
creature.
buceta.
I'm pretty
Muito
intelligent.
delicada.
Okay.
I could be a woman too.
Yes, you could.
Pelo amor de Deus.
woman.
Pelo amor de
Pelo amor de
Deus!
So what changed? No one can seem to answer the question now. Over 2,000 surgeries and counting, Dr. Marcy Bowers is the nation's preeminent sex change surgeon.
Olha o naipe. Olha,
Surely someone who
vamos
does sex
do
change
duodeno da
surgeries
besta
can
agora,
answer
vamos.
what a woman is. Dr. Marcy Bowers, first of all, thanks for talking to us.
Boa noite, Departamento de Recursos Humanos do
So
Banco.
you're a world-renowned gynecologist and surgeon. You're also a transgender woman.
I identify as a woman, but
You're a woman, right?
I'm a woman with, I mean, that's my life
Mhm.
day to day,
Você tem pinto, mas você é uma
but I
mulher.
have a
Valeu,
transgender
Marcião.
history. A vaginoplasty is creation of female, a female vagina and vulva. We're altering the physical characteristics
favor,
of the
tudo menos
individual
o 3D.
to fit better
Tudo
with a
menos o 3D
gender
da
identity
cirurgia.
that these people.
Qualquer
This
coisa
is
menos
all
isso.
constructed from the penis.
Yes, that's right.
Does anyone ever regret their surgeries? Or, well, we know they do, but how often do people regret their surgeries?
And there are people who truly feel that in their journey, they may have made a mistake.
Olha isso, mano.
Now, fortunately, this is a really, really uncommon phenomenon.
Conforme o som nas bolas 2, se pá, cortei errado,
Se
hein,
pá,
família?
cortei errado,
Arrependi.
hein?
They're physically able-bodied, but feel like they should be disabled or identify as such. For example, a man who has 2 arms but feels like he should have 1.
Isso eu já vi
If a man in this kind of marginalized
transamputados.
community went to
Transamputados
doctor and
começou
said,
no
"I want
Canadá,
that,
essa merda.
my arm cut off." Do you think that?
That doesn't have anything to do with gender identity.
Well, it's someone's self-identity, how someone identifies.
That's someone who has and I'll accept it as a mental diagnosis.
Ah,
of
não,
psychiatric
não. Peraí. Então, se eu quiser cortar meu braço, eu sou louco. Se eu quiser cortar meu pinto, eu estou no começo da minha jornada para descobrir a minha sexualidade. Eu entendi, homem travesti maluco. Eu entendi a nota de corte.
What is a woman?
A woman is it's a combination of your physical attributes and then what you're showing to the world and the gender clues that you give.
Pistas de gênero. Olha como eles querem que todo mundo fique confuso para comer cu de criança, velho. Vai tomar no
O que é uma pista de gênero pro sexo feminino se você não sabe o que define o sexo feminino? É difícil.
There aren't many who would disagree with
Não
what you're
tem, não
saying
tem.
about.
Não tem. Nunca
Well,
ouvi.
the dinosaurs of the world are certainly out.
Meu Deus do céu, é um médico que se veste de mulher e tá chamando as pessoas normais de dinossauros. Não!
Now, you had an incident here a little while ago that went really viral online. Lots of reaction
Percebi que ele é
in the
signo, hein?
public.
Aberdeen Councilwoman Tiesa Mesquius confronted owner Don Super.
Meu Deus, que sigma!
I've been doing this 25 years.
Que
I've
linda.
never had a problem
Que
with
linda, que
anybody,
linda.
whether they're gay, transsexual,
Patrono do
anything.
bunker.
Now, you're
Patrono do
saying
bunker.
councilman, this individual was saying, "I'm a woman,"
Right.
and
Here's-
you said you're not a woman. How do you
Okay.
know that person's not a woman?
How do I know?
Yeah.
Well, common sense.
Finalmente uma resposta lúcida.
I don't care if you think you're a sheepdog. Come into my store. It don't matter to me. Just don't come in and try to shove that shit down my throat.
If it
Simples.
makes someone feel better, what about their feelings?
I don't give a shit about their
Meu
feelings.
Deus, que
I'm
cara
old.
perfeito. Que cara
Ô,
perfeito.
velho!
You're not a scientist. You're not a gender studies major, or are you?
No.
Okay. How do you know that you're a man?
How do I know that I'm? I guess because I got a dick.
Gabaritou.
Mano, é muito. Sério, de verdade. Um senhor de cabeça branca, 80 anos de idade, falando óbvio e lavando a nossa alma, mano.
Eu tenho uma
Que
rola.
sociedade doença, velho. Doente.
My name is Michelle Forcier,
Lá vem,
and
lá
I
vem,
have
lá
a
vem.
medical degree
É
from
sempre as
University
velhas
of
de cabelo curto,
Connecticut
ó.
Residency, University of Utah Pediatrics.
Quanto mais diploma, mais
Number
maluco.
of different
Sim.
Planned Parenthood's for 20 years.
Xiii.
I
Mulher não tem que
did
estudar, não.
Abortista ainda.
Abortista.
When the doctor
Vagabunda,
sees the
puta,
penis and
piranha.
says, "This is a male," has the sex of male, that's a arbitrary distinction.
Telling that family, based on that little penis, that your child is absolutely 100% male identified. No
Respira.
matter what else occurs in their
O
life,
Leiter coringando.
that's not correct.
Só como figura homem pra essa vagabunda, se tiver um pênis bem grosso entrando no cu dela.
Job is to provide the best medical care for you. Is I need to listen really carefully. And how I put it in words for kids so that they can understand it is tell me your story. Where have you been in terms of your gender and your
Meu
gender
Deus, olha as
identity?
confusões que ela
Where
tenta
are
fazer
you
em
right
crianças.
Imagina a Duda, se não sei lá, se a Duda não gosta de brincar de boneca. Você vai transformar ela em menino? Que porra é essa?
Não, eu vou bater nela e obrigá-la a brincar de boneca. Vai entrar no senso comum, sim.
Santa Claus is real for them, but
Yeah,
Santa Claus is not actually real.
yeah. Well, but Santa Claus does deliver their Christmas presents
Oi?
Well, yeah, but he's not real though.
to that child. They are.
Olha que
But
vagabunda.
I see a
Olha
child
que
who,
vagabunda, meu
who's a
Deus.
Santa Claus, and then let's say this is a boy and he says I'm a girl. This is someone who can't distinguish between fantasy and reality.
Exato.
So how could you take that
Bugou,
as a
bugou.
reality?
I would say that as a pediatrician and as a parent,
Olha como a
I would
vagabunda da
say how
carteirada.
wonderful my 4-year-old and their imagination is.
Sempre usa o diploma. Enfia no cu, filha da
Enfia no
puta.
cu essa merda, mano.
I mean, if that's your truth, sure. I
Não
don't.
tem a sua verdade, tem
Because
a
it's
verdade,
not.
vagabunda gorda, de peito
I mean,
mole
you're
do
saying
caralho.
that-
Mexicana fudida,
Well,
cadê
but
meus
even if I said
tacos?
that you don't, you still do because we're having this conversation.
I mean, are we?
Gender, that's not women and man, but gender as a social form, something that
Engraçado que tu vê todos esses caras, eles têm tudo cara de pirado, né?
Olha como vai pro metafísico. Olha como as pessoas estão completamente desatachadas da realidade. Porque eu tenho o direito de perguntar, de ser curioso.
why that's so important. So if someone tells
Just
you,
to sort of understand reality.
Cognição básica. Você é homem, você é mulher?
well, I mean, I think when someone tells you who they are, you should believe them.
Well, I'm not even talking about social context. I'm just trying to start by getting to the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really uncomfortable with that language of like getting
Chegar à verdade.
Why is that uncomfortable?
Cientista.
Incomoda, exato, a verdade. Os fatos. É um ataque.
Vamos interromper a entrevista.
You keep invoking the word truth, which is condescending and rude. I'm saying to you,
how is the word truth condescending?
Exatamente.
Why don't you tell me what your truth is? And you're walking on 30 seconds more of the nights before I get up.
Essa merda do ai, áreas cinzas, ai, cada um tem a sua verdade, ai, que todo mundo é um bando de pau no cu que não conseguiu fazer nada nessa existência aqui na Terra, entendeu?
If I were to say that I'm a black man.
Are you black? Are you African American? Are you British?
What is a woman?
Why do you ask that question?
I'd really like to know.
What do you think the answer to that question is?
I'm asking. That's why I came to a college professor. This is what you do.
For me, it's actually a really simple answer, and that's a person who identifies as a woman.
But what do they
Como eu me
identify
identifico uma mulher?
As a woman.
But what is
O
that?
que é uma mulher?
As a woman.
Tem que ter um tupirani por esquina.
And gender
Tupirani por esquina.
Desgraçados e malditos, esses sodomitas.
Gender dysphoria, which is an intense loathing and discomfort with one's biological sex. Sex is biology. Sex is unchanging. It's based on chromosomes.
Correto.
99.999% of the cells in the body are marked
É XX
either
ou XY,
male or
velho.
female.
É básico.
Gender,
É
on the
sexta
other hand,
série.
is a perception. It's a feeling. It's a way of identifying. It's an experience.
É a mesma coisa.
Okay, that's subjective.
It sounds like what you're saying is that if a man is male but thinks of himself as a woman, he's not actually a woman?
That's correct.
So you're saying if you're not a woman, then you shouldn't have an opinion.
Where does a guy get a right to say what a woman is? Women only know what women are.
Só. É um
Are you a cat?
No.
Can you tell me what a cat is?
This is actually a genuine mistake. I am sorry I even.
I've been all over America. I still can't find an answer. Maybe I'm looking too close to home.
Aí gostei. Aí foi Sigma. Aí foi claramente Sigma. Tomé Francisco no chat. Confesso, sou trans.
Thousands of miles from America. So thank you for.
Vamos ver como é que tá no mundo sem internet.
What does a man do? What are his roles within the tribe?
At the role of a man, you need to work
vou
for
vestir
your
jeans.
woman. Secondly, to have children. If you have children and you don't have something to feed them, you are not still a man.
Decides that he wants to do the roles of a woman.
Os caras já falando rindo.
In Maasai community, it will not exist at all.
Doesn't exist?
É simples
What if a
assim.
man decides that his
É
gender
simples
identity
assim.
is woman?
A woman has its own duty and a man has its own duty, and a lady cannot do the duty of a man, and a man cannot do a duty of a woman.
É simples assim.
Can a man become a woman?
No.
No?
No.
What
A
about
risadinha.
transgender? Transgender?
Cara, o quê?
Quem tem essa palavra em africanês?
No.
No.
It look like if you want to become a lady but you're a man, you have something wrong in your mind.
Sim,
Meu Deus!
sim,
family,
com a sua
something wrong
família,
in
com
you.
você.
What if it's a woman with a penis?
Nairobi, acima de
Até o
tudo.
tradutor, cara, tá em choque.
O cara rindo, o cara rindo. Os
That's
caras atrás
why I'm
rindo.
laughing. Is that a dumb question? I'm a woman trapped in a man's body. Woman trapped inside me.
The question is, let's say if you want to sleep a woman and you the vagina, is
É
it?
isso.
But for the man, where do you?